Well, hello there, and welcome back to the Danny Lowe Show channel. Today, we are going to be learning about the value stream process. So the value stream process is usually used in manufacturers, but as I was giving you guys an example of sandwich making already, I'm actually going to make it like a deli for us to use in the future. So let me go ahead and share my screen so you guys can go ahead and have this. Don't get intimidated for what you're about to see, and I'll walk you through some of this information. Step number one is to always calculate the takt time first. What does that mean? That is the time that we have available versus the requirements of the members. What I've done in this example, I went ahead and just put the numbers in the calculations for us to have it all ready. So we know that we're gonna have minutes per shift. There's gonna be 8 hours. 8 hours times 60 is those 60 minutes per hour that we're calculating, which is the 48. And then we're gonna have a 30-minute break. You don't really need a calculation for that. You can see the calculation up here. You don't need that. And our goal for that day is to make 500 sandwiches. So that means if you do 480 minus 30, that means it's 450. And you can see here, if I press 480 minus 30, it's going to equal that 450. We're going to multiply it by seconds. So there's 60 seconds as a whole. We're going to leave the 500 sandwiches that we're going to try to make. And then for our seconds per shift, what does that mean? In here, you will see that you will go ahead and multiply how many minutes it's going to take per shift based on these seconds. So we do a simple multiplication, as you can see in this example, 450 times the 60. Once we have that completed, we're actually going to divide it by the 500 sandwiches that we're trying to make. And that really leads us to our takt time. In that takt time, you can see that those 27,000 is being divided by the 500. So those 500, it essentially means that it's going to take us 54 seconds for the creation of those sandwiches. And you can see here at the bottom, a time-based measure of satisfying the customer needs, a customer product must be produced within 54 seconds of that area. So what does that all mean? You've seen this process before. We did it during our workflow process. How do we start digging into the nitty-gritty? What is our demand? Our demand, customer demand, is 500 sandwiches. And our takt time, we know already, based on the calculation that we just went over, that it's going to be 54 seconds. But how do we get to that area? We're going to start from the left all the way to the right, which is our suppliers over here. So there's going to be somebody that wants to eat their sandwich. It's going to be 500 of them. And we know for a fact that it's going to take us 1 day. The steps to that is to remove the bread from the bag. That essentially leads us to have pieces, 250 pieces of bread per bag, and that amount of time is going to take us 29 seconds. We'll go ahead and spread the mayonnaise. We'll add some ham. It's going to take half a day. We're going to have cheese. We're going to close it, and you can already see that the ingredients make it less of it, and they're adding more to the day and time that we are putting this. By the time we cut the sandwiches, you're going to see in here that we're going to have 128 pieces to that. And then we're able to actually put that sandwich on a plate for somebody else to use it. What does this really mean, right? If we're trying to forecast for an entire week, or we're trying to assemble pieces, again, this is a manufacture process. We know that we're going to have a production time lead of 2 days and 2 days and a half, I guess, 0.39 of actually producing that. Our actual value time added is how the value that is added into the process. That's going to be 97 seconds that we're using, and our process cycle efficiency is going to be 15%. So this is our value stream process. We won't use it a lot for other areas, but just so you guys know, this is a heavy manufacturer. This is a deli example, and I hope this is helpful for you all. I will leave this in the link below so you guys can already have the calculations, and we should be good to go. Thank you so much for stopping by the Danny Lowe Show channel. Have a wonderful day. Bye.